My name is Aude Simon and I work for LPA Singapore, which is a law firm, international and foreign law firm. So concretely, so what we do, so this is a boutique law firm. So we are based in Singapore, and we do advise multinational and companies for any kind of practice, legal matter. So we do merger and acquisitions law, we do cross-border transactions as well, commercial contracts, distribution contracts, we do advise on tax as well, employment, global mobility, etc., etc. So we are part of a network, global network. The headquarters is based in Paris, in France. And we have a strong presence worldwide with many offices so around the world. So in Europe, in Germany, for example, we are also based in Africa, in Asia, so Hong Kong, Shanghai, Tokyo, and Singapore, and Dubai. With more than 230 lawyers around the world. So, and we do support our clients on any kind of transactions. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, so that means since you are a law firm, you also help the companies to set up.
Yeah, we do have them on incorporation. Yes,
incorporation as a service under you.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and let's say some micro, small, and medium enterprises are trying to access to a market.
Yes.
So, do you provide all the legal guidance that is required in terms of starting from incorporation, then the approval, requisitions, affiliations, or the certification, whatever is required for them to start the business in a country?
So for that, we do work with like what we call best friends in Singapore. So we do work, with local, for example, corporate service companies that do provide this kind of service. So usually we would mostly work on, mergers, acquisitions, and
so you are into M&A,
yes,
more on
yes,
the M&A.
yeah, M&A side, yes, yeah.
So other type of legal services that you don't do. So let's say because we represent micro, small, and medium enterprises, and we have to do a lot more than with them, because due to this pandemic, there are a lot has changed.
Yes,
the way business happen is now completely changed. So there are a lot of complexity has come in terms of the achieving or being compliant, right?
Yes.
So apart from the margin and acquisitions, do you do, let's say some company can access to market and the talent through e-shop?
Yes.
Right? So do you do consulting on that run?
Yes, we do as well.
Okay, so
we do provide,
across the geography that you are operating from, or is basically geographic focused?
Yes, yeah.
Across the geography,
yes,
across the world that you can do?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, exactly.
Okay. What are the other things that you can do? Can you just, if you can just talk about a little more about the sub-menu of that entire law thing, then that will be good for our community.
Yes, of course. So, for example, IT and tech is a pretty wide and booming sector for us at the moment. So we do help our clients on, all the licensing agreements, etc. Even, data protection, etc. This is, pretty important for us
even
today.
the intellectual property.
Yes, exactly.
So you help the companies also to protect their intellectual property.
Yes.
And even the licensing of the intellectual property.
Yes, exactly. This is something that we do as well. Yeah, and really our expertise remains in maybe our wide knowledge of international laws, because we do have.
That means you take care of even the arbitration process.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So which are the countries that you take care of?
Basically, Singapore, but we do work with best friends, what we call, other Singapore
we
law
have got a couple of our MSMEs from India who have supplied the raw material to Kenya, and the money got stuck.
Yes. So this is something we can do, and we can assist you for any kind of cross-border financial transactions and so on. As long as it has to do with a foreign investor, for example. Yeah, this is something that we do. Yeah. Okay. So from let's put it that way, from India to Philippines and Kenya
so
and so on.
Cross-border deal is happening, if
yes.
you are the only one-stop service provider who can protect the entire transaction.
Provide service.
So foolproofing the entire transaction, starting from the validation. So you'll be able to do. Let's say there is a customer who's placing the order to me. I'm based out of India.
Yes.
The customer is from Singapore. So you, if at all, if we are reaching out to you to validate the genuinity of the customer, will be able to do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you do even the veracity checking of
Yes,
of that particular
exactly,
deal.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
But then on the Singapore law, we need to find the proper local firm, Singapore firm, to validate and authenticate, the contract and so on. So for
Right.
due diligence, for example.
Due
Yeah.
diligence, right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
So, what is the great challenges that you're facing now, post-pandemic?
It's hard to say because everything goes like digital at the moment. I would say so. I would say COVID impacted, of course, I would say mostly our way of working and doing our business on a daily basis, but it keeps growing, So we see like many French companies, especially, or even European companies, that really wish to expand still in Asia. So maybe not. We used to cover like lots of transactions, between Singapore and Hong Kong, Singapore and China before COVID. It's kind of changing at the moment. So it's more, I would say, transactions between Singapore and Southeast Asia at the moment. So yeah. And we also help many customers who relocate from Hong Kong to Singapore as well at the moment. So there is a big demand for assistance.
So how do you look yourself 5 years down the line? Where do you?
If what? Sorry.
Where do you see yourself 5 years down the line?
I would say it's pretty hard to say, but like the team is still growing, so we are pretty confident on let's say the market and the environment here and so on. There are still a lot of demand, and I think Singapore is still like a regional hub. So yeah, the team is growing. Everything, so far so good, and
it is one of the fastest and highly compliant countries, I should say.
Yeah.
There are a lot of opportunities at there.
Yes. And you know what? And India as well is definitely booming at the moment. So we have more and more demands.
India will be there in the choice list.
Yes. And you know what? So I would say that so far we used to receive like many requirements, from clients for transaction to around China and so on. And I think there is a shift from maybe China to India even at the moment.
India and
so
Vietnam.
Yes.
Both are gaining market.
Yes, exactly. So
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
for your
you.
time. All the best.
Yeah, thank you.